Hi everyone, welcome back to this lab section of PCA. So we have gone through the theory part and we have known that what exactly is PCA. PCA is nothing but a technique by which we can reduce out the dimension. Okay, so it's a dimension reduction technique method. So we are going to do the same thing over here. We are going to get our data set. We are going to use our cancer data set. Okay, we are going to call out our breast cancer data set, and from those we are going to find out the malignant and benign. Okay, so first we will look into what we are dealing with, then we will look why do we need PCA in this scenario, and then also build out a model out of it. Okay, and just remember that after applying PCA there will be always a trade-off. Okay, there's a trade-off with accuracy, right? You are losing a lot of information, so obviously some results will vary, but yeah, it's like very small, so sometimes it is something to be cared about, sometimes it isn't. Okay, so as for our scenario, we will look into if we should really care for it or not. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, what I'm going to do is, yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to import my important libraries. Okay, so let's import pandas as PD. Let's import numpy as np. Let's import matplotlib .py as plt and matplotlib inlet. Matplotlib inlet. Everything looks fine. The next thing that I need is if you wanna let's import cbon too. Let's import cbon as SNS. And the next thing is let's start by rolling our loading out our data set. Okay, what is the name of our data set? We are going to use from the sklearn data set. Okay, module, we are going to call out our load breast cancer data set. So from sklearn dot datasets, okay, we are going to import load. Okay, see, we have so many. We're going to look into all the data set that it is having. So we have the wine data set, diabetes, digit, files, Irish. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to use our breast cancer data set. Let's call it out. The next thing that we need to do is let's call out our uh, data set. Okay, load data set, create an object of that data set. If you look, so we have the data. If you look into df, we have the data and we have the target and we have a bunch of values. Okay, if you try to print it out, print. Okay, over here we have again a lot of random values. Okay, the best way to look into know about the data set is to use the description method. Okay, for that we have df, and inside of it just call descr. Let's import print. Let's write it out in the print block, and over here you get a basic definition description about our data set. We have number of instances is 569, 30 are numeric. Okay, we have the classes malignant and benign, and we have to create out a model which will predict out if with the bunch of information that we have provided, if it is malignant or benign, and a bit of more information. Okay, these are the information about what are the columns we are using. So I guess we have 30 columns over here, 30 features. Okay, now that we have known, let's do the next thing. Okay, let's look into what are the keys. Oops, df.keys. Okay, it's a function. So we have the data, we have target, we have frame, target names, description we have already looked, and the feature name. So first of all, let's look into the target names, the feature names first. Feature names. Okay, these are all the features that we are having in our data set. So almost we have, I guess, 30 features. The next thing is let's look into df dot target names. Hmm. So we have two classes, malignant and benign. You can check out the target. Okay, these are the target values. Now the next thing that we need to do is let's name all of these columns. Let's not import the libraries. Okay, and from here we have our dataset section. So let's import load our dataset. Okay, we have our dataset. Let's The next thing that we need to do is create our dataset. Answer data set. Okay, these are markdown cells, nothing special. Okay, now we need to create a dataset. How to create a dataset? I'll name the dataset name as cancer, and then pd dot data frame. I'm going to use the function pd dot data frame. From the df we are going to take the data. Okay, I need the data, and for the column name we will be having okay uh, column name columns is equal to, let's write out the feature names. Okay, df feature names. Okay, let's look into our data set. So yeah, we have our data set. As I've told you, there are 30 features, 30 column. Okay, let's add one more feature, that is not exactly our feature but our target value. Okay, so let's say our target is it will be pd dot pd dot target. uh but okay, df dot target. So now let's have a look into our data set. Answer. So we can do a bit of EDA, a quick EDA on this stuff. Okay, please EDA. Let's name this. Okay. We have cancer our data set. We can just put out head column. Next thing is, as you see, we have 31 columns and we have these target values. Okay. The next thing, what we can do over here is let's do cancer. Two things which I always like to do is info. So as you see, there are almost no null values. Okay, no null values in R, and there are 30 values, 30 features, okay, from ranging from mean, radius to worst fractal dimension. Now the next thing that we need to do is let's look into the descript. I use the describe function. Hmm. So as you see, we for each and every column we have the values. You can get a bit of more information from this.